Boston Boygas up against the Florida Puppeteers. A lot of familiar names in this one. It is Platinum after all. I'm CNK, temporarily joined by Wolfie. How we doing tonight?
Oh, doing great. I'm taking the place of Goon, I guess, for a couple minutes. I'm happy to see Empo and Co. Hopefully get absolutely dookied on, and as we see that, we see Empo immediately die to the hands of Morph there. So excited to see that in today's action.
What specifically?
Oh, like Empo, like the burgers, but I do enjoy seeing them lose. So I mean, Empo's got a good record against us, definitely on the losing side, but against other people, he's God incarnate. So we'll see if he can bring that on today's match.
Okay, I mean, yeah, we'll have to bring it. That's for sure. Morph on the other team here, but also Cover been an absolute dog these last couple seasons. I mean, for a while now, Cover is that man. But Boston Burgers looking to have a phenomenal season here, starting out 1-1. Florida Puppeteers starting out 0-2, unfortunately. So both teams trying to get this thing kicked off for this week 3 here for them. So Boston Burgers here, a bit of a tough start. Obviously, the first 30 seconds or so they're going to be in favor of Florida Puppeteers, but the side of Boston Burgers getting ready for this new time. Got to push on in. Mojo going to be around the back at the moment. He's going to get cut out here momentarily. He is still left alive. His teammates trying to push from the front. 3 kills going the way of Florida, though. 2 going the way of Boston. So Florida's still going to maintain time for now, but the spawn's in the back.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great gunfights then with the set of Florida out there towards that stage side. We did have 2 Boston Burgers are kind of holding those spawns for their team, but unfortunately going to fall there and going to have to break through the back here. Kind of unfortunate spawns for P2, but as they start to move up, we do see Florida Puppeteers. They're going to start spawning towards that restaurant side, so things are going to get a little bit mixy here, but as the hill starts to clear with about 15 left in it, side of Boston Burgers are still stuck behind that P2 as Florida just continue to gain their lead here on this red card.
Yeah, Florida Puppeteers doing a great job. They've got that early rotation as well towards that P3. But the number 1 player, Moja, is going to try to sneak around, try to get those spawns in back garage for his teammates here. Morph trying to push middle is going to get taken out. So the close spawns will come in for the side of Boston. So the reinforcements are here early on. Florida Puppeteers have to try to set up and get ready for this. Couple kills back and forth. Boston Burgers once again trying to break on in. Moja from the outside of the map right now is going to find Mott. Hopefully he can actually pick up that kill completely. Got a couple gunfights back and forth at the moment. Boston getting cut down slowly here, but they are in that hill temporarily. They do get shut down. The spawn's going to be close for Florida now. Boston spawning towards the middle of the map. In Florida, they're having a very dominant first 3 hills at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, this is a great start here on red card. This is where things can kind of get a little wild here for the side of Florida. If you continue to win your fights here at P3, they're eventually going to lose that as we talk about it. But even if they do lose the rest of this hill, that puts them still up by, what is that going to be, like 40 or 50 points here heading into this P4. This could be huge on the P4 and P5. The side of Boston really needed that break here. Very needed 20 seconds they got towards the end of this hill, especially with the rotations going towards Florida already. This can get out of hand. We have seen a lot of red cards though, where the first rotation we see a team just really doing their thing, getting rotations, getting spawns, winning all the gunfights they need to, and that's what we've seen from Florida so far. So we'll kind of see if Boston Burgers can replicate that on their side for the secondary rotation here, as Florida Puppeteers out from the hand of Slice, getting car kills, gun kills, everything he can to keep this hard point safe here, as the side of Boston have broken in here for the moment.
I mean, Slice, a big reason why this team is where they're at the moment in this map. I mean, 13-5 is a pretty wild start on this one, but Boston doing a good job getting those kills shut down. But Slice is back, bottom stage at the moment, trying to stay alive, is going to get cut down here momentarily. Never mind, still alive with 3 HP, because why not? Just barely staying alive, keeping this one contested. The teammates off a respawn. Boston will push on up. They get that last little kill coming in. 15 seconds remaining on this hill, so not a ton of time to grab, but they definitely do want it. But the contest is in once again as Florida sneaking another player on. That's going to be Mott. Does go down, but only 6 seconds remaining, so nothing too crazy. Gonna have the rotation now to that P5. Florida Puppeteers going to be the first team there. You have to deal with T-Dub, who's going to be here as well in the area, at least trying to get some of these players pushing through middle. Has the GPR, which I haven't seen since like week 2 of this game being out.
You think the GPR is a little mental play there? Like he's just trying to get in the heads of the side of Florida, not knowing what to do when they have a GPR out there. I mean, like you said, we haven't seen that for how many months?
I mean, I remember at a time when people were like, it's better, I promise. Like people were trying to convince you it was a better gun, but shout out the Ames. That thing has withheld the test of time at the moment in this game. I can't stand the fact that we actually just saw GPR get pulled out. And we're on, I mean, all right. Hey, it is what it is. It's champs week for the CDL, and we got people using the GPR and the CDL. I mean, CRL, that is. So love to see that. But the Boston Burgers I mean, all the way back in this game, right? With 10 more seconds they could grab on this P5. They're going to have a couple players already set up and ready for that P1 roto. That's Cover. Shutting these players off of respawn here. So Boston Burgers all the way back in this one, ready to fight back. Well,
I mean, that's just the beautiful thing that I love about the game mode for Hardpoint. It's just, it's all about the ebb and the flow of the game, that you know, you can have a great first 3-4 hills, but if you have a bad next two, it didn't matter. Like exactly same, even up kind of as you started the game. So that's just one thing that I've always loved about Hardpoint, that you have to be on your game for a large majority of the game. You don't just get, you know, kind of an S&D. You're allowed to have a couple bad rounds. Having a couple bad hills in Hardpoint can you know, start that flow where you just can't get anything working. And so you know, we saw Florida, they were up by 60-70 at one point going into that P3 P4 rotation, and here they are down by 10 as, you know, P1's gonna pop. They are on that good side towards P2, so they're gonna be looking to keep that. But you know, they got like 50 seconds out of the first P2, so good side from them. But the side of Boston Burgers definitely fought back.
I mean, and on top of that, they got what, like 20, it was like 27 seconds basically on the dot on the first P1, only gave up like 7. So definitely quite the flip so far in favor of Boston. So Florida Puppeteers, though, are going to be the first one onto this P2. A little couple trades back and forth up top. Tempo on a 4 streak right now, looking to extend that out a little bit. Has a couple players dive on in. Is going to be a 1-for-1 trade there. Overall, Boston coming out on top as they get a couple towards middle of the map as well. But Mott does get the quick spawn. All 4 players from Florida spawning directly behind this hill. They get that first kill. They do lose a player in the process. But a 1-for-1 right there. But this Hardpoint hill, looks like Florida's going to keep on fighting for it, obviously. 30 seconds remaining on this one. Boston Burgers spawning towards that middle of the map. Going to try to push this one back in. They are ready to rotate towards that P3 as well, as we see a couple players from Florida Puppeteers trying to move around the map as well.
Yeah, and it's really about this rotation here towards 15 on these gunfights right here towards Florida from the side of the front of P2. The really thing, you got to make sure you don't go, you know, 2-3 dead here on this rotation, because you're spawning so far out. And if you're this side of Florida, you do have a couple players who made it out. You're going to start to force those Boston Burger spawns behind you. You see number 4 and number 3 spawn out towards that P2 side. We do see another reinforcement here on the new hill for the side of Boston. So they are going to have a, you know, a 4v2 on this new hill. Elzen able to pick up one of his own on Cover there. It's going to put down a 1v4 for the side of Moja. He is able to pick up one before he falls by a little bit of time before his team comes there through the front, and Cover gets a beautiful spawn there in the back. A little bit of a natural pinch being developed here from the side of Boston Burgers, and they're able to break back in with about 30 seconds left on this hill.
Cool, a couple players pushing out as well. Morph just casually 27-14, had a 7 streak earlier on, just barely missed out on the Hellstorm by like one more tick on the hard point or just another like kill or something, but unfortunately didn't come in for him. But Boston Burgers here doing a great job on the second full rotation, getting ready to rotate over towards that stage side of the map. Got a couple players already there setting up and staging up for it. I know, stage, whatever. But Florida Puppeteers still fighting for their lives in the back garage here as Morph just tormenting them at the top of the escalators.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be rough for the side of Florida here. You know, the last P4 we saw was pretty mixy. Gosh, man, I cannot talk. Florida had advantage of this stage hill beforehand, and were broke pretty quick, like 10 seconds in. And so far, Boston Burgers haven't even, you know, most of them haven't seen a Florida player for the last, you know, 5-10 seconds here. So 20 seconds on the hill, the guy on hill for the side of Boston hasn't seen a soul. And so they haven't had to do much here. We do see finally a contest coming down from this top side. Slice coming in there, unfortunately going to fall to the hands of Morph. They're able to pick up 2, looking for that 3rd under the stage. They're trying to wallbang that with the pistol. But it's really still anyone's game here. Florida, I think they are going to lose probably hill here for a second. The Boston Burgers are looking to go towards above that 200-point mark, but Florida are still in this game. They're getting the hit towards that rotation, towards P5 here, as we see number 6 starting to make that rotation. And just, it's really about these transition kills as well. They really need a lot of this, you know, early time on this P5 and try to make something. Looks like they're prioritizing these restaurant spawns. So this gunfight's going to be pretty important here for the rest of this hill.
Yeah, Boston trying to push this one in with only 2 players. They lost their first 2 pretty early on. Mott going to push in from mid as well, pick up that 3rd player. But the respawns are in for Boston Burgers. They're pushing from that front, 2 from down below, 1 trying to hit up that middle. Florida Puppeteers, though, here in strength, all 4 players up, ready to go. I say that as Morph takes out 2, classic. Elzen going to counter with 1. Morph gets a 3rd, looking for a 4th. Hey, can the guy get the overkill? We'll see if it can happen. Not quite yet, but 35-17 on the map on another 5 streak is pretty wild work. Moja tries jumping in, does get cut down, but some nice kills back and forth. Florida Puppeteers somehow still in control of this hill. But Morph is back, picks up 2, looking for more, isn't quite going to get it, and once again, barely misses out on the Hellstorm with a 7 streak once again.
Yeah, I mean, the number side from these two teams, we see Morph going 37 and 18. It's just an absolute beautiful game out of him. And, you know, the side of Florida, I mentioned it beforehand, Empo, typically the player that we've seen on his teams, you know, go double, triple positive in games. I don't know that I've ever seen him go negative. Nevertheless, you know, a 0.75 negative in a match. So he really needs to step it up here as we start to get back into this third rotation here in P1 and eventually P2 and that P3 where this game is probably going to end.
There's just a hyper aggressive turtle on the other team that's being quite the problem. His name is Morph. But Boston Burgers right now, well over that 200 point mark. I say well over. There's 6 points over. Nothing too crazy, but getting some decent time on this P1, getting some nice kills now as well. They're going to get a quick flank in here from a couple players. One was, okay, they're going to spawn back there, but one did not spawn there. That was number 6 player, Elzen, trying to get something going for the team. But 14 seconds left on P1. Looks like the side of Boston might be able to pick up some of this yet. Florida Puppeteers, though, the break is in. Never mind. 2 players going to get lost in their team. Moja picks up the last. One more player going to push out towards that stage. That's going to be Slice. They want to get ready for this P2. They are going to have those close spawns for it, but they have to get to that time pretty much right away. Boston in 20 seconds will take this map. Florida Puppeteers have to play absolutely perfect, and not really the map you want to have to do that on.
Yeah, this is the hill to do it on. This P2 to P3 rotation is definitely the place that you could do. We do see number 2 spawn out there towards stage, going to cause a little bit of commotion here. Going to take at least one with him before he falls, and so far is able to make his way all the way back to that hill and get some safety and cover fire from his team here as Boston Burgers are over that 240 mark. They need 7 for the win, but Florida are still fighting here. Obviously, the side of Florida can't win here. They have to extend this to at least a P3, but they need to keep Boston out of this hill as it comes down to Cover winning a big gunfight on this side with Morph overlooking him, able to pick up another kill. They need 2 for the win, 15 left on the hill. I think Boston are looking to close it out here.
Yeah, Boston only going to need 2 more. Make it 1 more. 249, 250. Oh, just barely going to not take over, but they finally get it 250, and just like that, Boston Burgers going to take it. And I tell you what, the Boston Boygas looking good here. 250 to 193. Had a little bit of a rough start, but pretty much everything after that first rotation went very much so in their favor. So phenomenal play right there. Helps a lot when your teammate Morph goes 47 and 22 with 5,444 damage. I mean, can we nerf this guy? I think he's sandbagging.
No, there's another division, but I mean, a ragtag team of really kind of the best that we've seen gold to offer, and here they are in Plat. You know, I think doing well for themselves in Plat, considering that they're kind of practically a mixed team. But I do know a lot of them love this map for search and destroy, so I expect to see some, you know, good performances out of them here. But the side of Boston Burgers, I mean, they've been playing together for what, 200 years now.
Yeah.
So I mean, the teamwork's going to be on point here in S&D.
They're also a very good S&D team. So, and there we go. We see the GPR once again. T-Dub just trolling everybody apparently, but no one dead quite yet. A lot of time has elapsed here. So we see the first gunfight go down. Empo going to get that first blood. Going to be big for the side of Florida Puppeteers. Boston Burgers, no counter yet. I say that as Moja does take out Slice, which is going to be a very big kill. Definitely the player you want to get off the map.
Yeah, I mean, with Empo here having kind of a submachine gun, he can play in his playground with that. He definitely likes to be up close and personal here, so this is going to be a dangerous site for the side of Boston Burgers to try to get into. They're going to have to really make sure they isolate him on that site. But with bomb down right outside that door, it's going to be in a pretty tough spot here. We do have 2 players on the side of Florida protecting this bomb. Empo able to get a kill and get away for just a second. Elzen able to pick up a kill. It's going to come down to a 1-on-1 here. Morph has 10 seconds here to get that bomb down and to plant that in. It's going to be pretty close here, but it looks like he saw him towards mid, and Morph is just going to kind of play around, not able to find that player. The side of Florida Puppeteers are going to come up here on round number 1.
They saw a little defense there. Morph, yeah, ends up not getting that bomb planted there at the end. I mean, you can go back and forth, right? It was obviously, I think his plan was to try to rotate to the other side of the map, try to get the bomb down there, realized he didn't have the time, and, you know, whatever. It's chalked at that point. But didn't want to plant there at that A bomb site just because a little bit difficult when you don't have much information on where that last player is at. So is what it is there. But big round win out of the Florida Puppeteers. Ended up getting the first blood on that one. That was going to be Empo who got that, and his team was able to clutch that one up for him. So side of Florida Puppeteers here up 1-0. Got themselves a nice little offensive round on the board here. So we'll see what they can get going here.
Yeah, I mean this
Ooh, oh,
that timing is terrible.
Okay, he didn't come up.
You know,
No, he didn't come up.
side of Boston Burgers did not come up like I kind of thought they were. Empo is going to take a little peek over there and just going to get incinerated by Morph. So it's all about kind of this rotation. Morph is able to get out and make some map presence too here. Elzen able to get a great kill towards there. Mott able to pick up one as well. So the advantage is going to go towards the side of Florida Puppeteers. T-Dub going to get ripped off there by the aims from Elzen once again. And so it's left up to Mojo here in a 1v3.
Yeah, Mojo. Definitely not where you want to be. Bomb down at A. You're in a 1v3 up against Slice, Elzen, and Mott. That's a very talented group of 3 there to be up against in a 1v3. But I like what they're doing as well. Bunkering down in the bunker. Just waiting. Slice are going to pop up. Oh, just barely survives that one. So Mojo maybe had a chance to cut down a player there, but not quite going to happen. They're going to have all the information in the world on to Mojo now. So going to be a lot tougher than it was just 10 seconds ago, but not a lot of time to work with here. It takes 7.5 seconds to defuse. Still needs to get a bunch of kills as well. And the challenger coming through, and just like that, Florida Puppeteers are going to take round 2 and get themselves up 2-0 over the Boston Burgers.
Yeah, I mean, so far they've been playing really well here, doing what they need to on defense, getting that bomb down, kind of just a luck of the draw there to catch that player off. And here on the offense, I mean, first kill going to go to the side of Boston Burgers on that elevator. And Morph and, you know, whoever else was with him up towards that P2, I think just maybe feeling themselves a little bit, trying to get some aggression up there towards that P2. And definitely not expecting 2 Florida players to be just waiting for them there with Elzen and Tower and Mott towards that P2. But they'll learn from it. They'll come back. So 2 rounds is absolutely nothing. We'll see what they come through here on an offense. It looks like we are hitting a hot here. It's going to be a bang out.
Ooh, Empo with the double kill just like that. Going to be a massive start there. T-Dub, though, is going to trade out. Empo gets out with his life. Mojo's trying to get out as well. Is going to do just that momentarily. Maybe trying to wait for a little bit more info. Tries to take that last gunfight, but does get out alive. Another kill coming through, and just like that, the lives are tied up. Everything Empo did to start this one out is going to get cut down. Now, 2v2, Boston Burgers have the bomb in hand and are on the offensive side, so they can rotate this one around. They're waiting to get, looks like, any info at all first as they try to hit back towards the A side of the map.
Yeah, looks like they spot him here. They are still here with Elzen. He needs to pick up at least one, and he is not able to. Slice is going to be the player here. Bomb is going down right now, so big kill here if he can get that bomb player as well, and that is just perfect timing out of Slice. Kind of catches that player awkward in that corner. That's going to be Florida up 3-0 here in map number 2.
I mean, shout out Slice. Guy's moving, that's for sure. Slides on in there, gets that first kill. Second one, I mean, not much you can do, right? You're planting the bomb. Takes too long to drop that thing and pull your gun back out, but Slice, nice, clean play right there with the SMG in hand. And that's going to put the team of Florida Puppeteers up 3-0 on this map as they have 2 great defensive rounds. And in the middle there, they had a phenomenal offensive round as well. So now, I mean, loading into round 4 here. I mean, they're going to be back on offense. That last one, they probably should have lost, but hey, they get her done.
Yeah. I really think that they need to incorporate, you know, at S&D, you're planting that bomb. It takes you forever to put that away to pull out your gun. I want them to incorporate some sort of like throw the bomb feature where you could just throw it and just hit somebody with it. Like a little stun action.
That would be diabolical, and I need you to stop talking now. I'm just kidding.
No,
I don't want you to give these COD devs any ideas because they'll do it. They'll be like, oh, realistically speaking, of course. Like, no. Let's maybe not.
I mean, just think about all the plays where you can throw it. You can just like football pass it to people over ledges. Like, that's just something like you see that in, you know, the Counter-Strike world where people throw the bomb as decoy or just throw it to teammates across whatever. I think don't get rid of the hackers.
Cool.
Don't fix the servers.
Next, you're going to tell me you like Nutribomb.
I don't know that you'll hear me ever say that.
Yeah, well, it sounds like it.
I've played a total of probably
Morph just
23 minutes.
I mean, Morph just got an ace and we're just chilling the whole time.
I mean, it's so expected at this point from him.
It really
it's just
is,
it's just another day.
Empo with another double kill. Oh my god, Mojo with the count. Okay, now it's gonna be. Are you kidding me?
This is gonna happen. I feel it.
It can't happen again. It can't happen again. It's exactly what happened last time. I mean, minus one player
too. I mean,
he's
could get some good timing on Mott here. Oh, he's not gonna look.
Mott's not looking either.
Turn around.
Turn around for the love of God. Turn around. Oh. Oh, man. All right, well, 4-1 lead for Florida.
I don't know, man. You could have done it, but that is awkward.
You just gotta see that play. So what happens? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I can't take the Ninja Turtles seriously sometimes, man. The way he was like sliding back up the stairs, basically, the animation just looks so weird. Look at these guys. Look at these goofballs over here. And then there's just the one player in a Toronto Ultras gear. I mean, you kidding me? Can we get T-Dub off the team?
GPR, not a turtle skin. I mean, what does he have?
Yeah,
In
the
any
GPR with
coordination?
no
I mean,
turtle.
we're how many months into the game and we don't have any team coordination with outfits. Like it's a bit disrespectful to the CRL, if you ask me.
I agree. I definitely agree. Oh, Slice.
I mean, he's on main stage. He's trying to show out for the league, and here he is. I mean, it's like, just imagine like COD champs. Someone on Optic just pulls up with like a FaZe jersey. I mean, that's what I feel like is happening right now.
Be kind of funny though.
They'd be pretty good.
Florida Puppeteers, especially because they play
They
them
would
round
be.
one. Well, 5-1. I mean, can I just shout out Empo real quick for having 4 first bloods in this game and 2 of those being double kills?
They're not real double kills because he's using the server / fire extinct, whatever it is. I think it's a server that blows up. But maybe that's a strat now. Maybe we'll pick that up. Maybe use that in our future games.
That happened once.
Chuck a Semtex at that.
It did happen once, which is unfortunate because it should not blow up. But, you know, that's just part of the game now, right? We love that kind of stuff. It's like throwing the bomb to stun somebody.
Except that's not part of the game.
Yeah, throwing the bomb to stun someone is a little bit ridiculous. Just like a server blowing up and killing someone. Hell is it though? First blood, another first blood going the way of Florida. But Morph picks up his teammate and +1. So, little 2v3 on the map now is Morph, who's 8-4. He's trying to make something happen here. So is T-Dub here, GPR in hand. So, 2v3. That bomb is on the ground at the moment, so they got to go pick that up. Morph, unfortunately, shot his teammate in the back of the head who had that bomb. T-Dub is also spotted. So now Florida Puppeteers up 5-1. No, they do not have to play aggressive at all. So playing this one very safe right now. Morph trying to get up that spiral staircase. Going to have to deal with Empo. He's going to spot him out. He's going to get called out as well. So the help should be here.
I mean, the side of Boston Burgers just need to catch somebody lacking here, just looking the wrong spot. Morph able to pick up a great kill there and escape. They do only have 30 seconds here. It is left to a 2v2. Slice is getting a little aggressive here. He's gonna find Morph. Empo gonna find the kill on the other side as well, and so that's gonna be Florida Puppeteers able to take map number 2, and we're gonna tie up the series 1-1, heading back into a respawn.
Shout out to Florida Puppeteers, right? Needed a massive bounce back after map 1, and they do just that, no problem. Like a 6-1 victory in S&D is exactly what they need, and they get it. So, of course, you know which one's Empo. The Empo hate is generational.
Do you think if I like DM him, he'll pull that out?
Yeah, for sure. Of course.
What the heck? What was that? Was that a GPR or was that like an LMG?
A GPR? I don't think so. Is that what the GP? Because the GPR iron sights are like completely different. They got like the spoke on the front. I mean, regardless, we got ourselves an.
I don't know.
I mean, Florida Puppeteers doing a good job. I mean, they've got a nice little life advantage. Maybe. They're not really letting Boston move much. I mean, Boston, are they going to say the server didn't work or something? What's going on here? They're getting absolutely farmed right now. Spawn in, baby. Okay, 10 life lead at the moment. This is like the craziest spawn trap I think I've seen on this map mode, Gumbo.
Yeah, I mean, side of Florida Puppeteers, I mean, this has been pretty clinical from the side of a defense, just really getting in the spawn right away, not losing any gunfights, and then setting up it reminded me of like an old Black Ops 2 spawn trap where you just like
it's just stuck
wall
there.
bang
You're
to a wall
forever.
and you're just stuck. Yeah. Kind of like the shipments that we would have. A lot of those in MW3. We had those in, yeah.
MW2, you spawn in and a noob tube just hits you.
I mean, the good old days. But the side of Boston Burgers, they have gotten out of spawn here. We do see them on A. Contessa's going to come through from Slice. Good shots there, able to pick up one player. Empo able to pick up that second, make that a third player. Lives are down to 5 here for the side of Boston Burgers, and This is bad. Empo is 11-0, 12-0, 13-0, 14
Dude,
diving off the
he almost
side.
pulled the gyms.
What is the dude doing?
Bro is farming.
He's chasing.
Dude, can
There
someone
he is. He
hit
gets him-
Empo up? I need the code to Farming Sim 2026 right now.
Oh my god.
Like
And
real talk though.
13-1.
Real talk though, if someone could hit up Empo and ask me if he could sell me the Farming Sim 2026 like Steam code, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. That's actually that's I mean, finally did die though.
I mean,
I mean, why not?
Literally jumped out of the window at
The
somebody.
two Ninja Turtles just getting farmed. I didn't know Empo was a turtle farmer. Had no idea.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably
when
is
you-
illegal gyms. I agree, but doesn't change the fact that Empo did it. All right, let's call the police on the guy. What do you want to do?
You know, where we live, we have a lot of turtles on the road. I don't know why they're not in water. But Empo is definitely not the guy that stops and moves the turtle. You know.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
He uses his
even
massive
back
pickup
up.
truck to just probably run over.
Might
him.
even back up.
That's crazy. But the side of Florida, I don't know what you do after that round. You just have to feel. I mean
they're
like
not,
it was too easy.
They're kind of getting farmed themselves a little bit, not nearly as much as they were farming, but here we go. No, I don't think so, Jim. I think you're.
I think this is just protocol control. Sometimes it's if you set up a defense well, you're gonna have a good round for yourself. I mean, the spawn trap is crazy, but I think that's his gun of choice. I mean, I think he's going against what the whole community and the whole pro scene has decided is the better weapon in the aims, and just probably feels more comfortable with the GPR. Or he just feels like they really need a test this week, and they should put a player at a disadvantage.
That's just insane, though. I mean, Empo is 17-5 at the moment, trying to get on this A side. They got very close to taking the first take on B, didn't quite get it. They got very close to taking the first take on A, didn't quite get it. Cover picks up 2 there, up top barracks, so can help his team out a little bit. But that first A take about to be off the board. This Florida Puppeteers doing a decent job here on offense. And Moja from downtown with that frag grenade.
Yeah, I mean, if they can't kill Empo with their guns, they probably just have to throw cross-map nades at him. A about halfway done, but it's looking like a clear is not going to come through. We got about 15 seconds left here in the round side of Florida. They have one player on A. If he can make a stand, he cannot. Morph is going to be able to shut him down. The rest of the players are trying to get out of their spawn here, but this is looking like it's going to be it for the side of Florida. They do come away with 1 tick. There's going to be 1 more on the side of Boston, so a successful offensive round, even though it probably doesn't feel like it whatsoever.
Yeah, it's tough, right? But they're going to have a couple players sneak out and B. They'll both get cut down pretty quick as Moja picks them both up with the pistol. But hey, 1 tick's better than 0. I mean, right? I mean, that's what we got going for us. But both teams have very, very good defenses. I mean, Florida's was probably the most dominant defense I think I've seen in this game in general. I don't think I've seen a team win with a 20 kill advantage. I mean, at all. Except for that one time that Optic got farmed. I forgot about that. I don't really want to remember that, though. So anyway, moving on.
Yeah, I mean, you win with a 10 life advantage. That's pretty normal. That's kind of like what we saw there.
Part of it, yeah.
Not 20. I mean, never are you looking down the barrel of, Florida Puppeteers had 27 lives remaining at one point, and Boston, it felt like we're at
5, literally
single
5
digits already. Like,
it was
like, what do you?
It was like literally 5 to 25 or like 23 or something like that. It was like insane.
Yeah. But this is a lot better. Slice is the only person to get a kill there from the side of Florida Puppeteers. The rest of them are off spawn. Morph is just kind of moseying his way over towards this tower side, able to pick up 1 kill towards that tower side. But Florida Puppeteers are looking to get aggressive towards this A side, clear these players off, but they are going to fall. Last player alive is towards this grandma's side. This first tick is going to come down for the side of Boston Burgers, and they are pretty set up. Morph is in their spawn, causing chaos, and this is definitely going to be the round for Boston if they want to win this map.
I mean, Boston looking great right now. We'll see if they can keep it up. They've got players spread out across the map, but they've got a player in their barracks now, and that's going to be Slice, who's been picking up double kills like crazy. We'll see if we can get a few more here. That A point, third tick almost gone, but finally the player does get taken off of it. Morph's on the back spawn on a 6. Now he's on a 0. is because I had to say something. That's how it goes. Caster Curse is pretty strong in this one. But Cover now trying to clear out this top barracks, but Slice gonna be a hard one to kill. Does get that one, no problemo. But now they got to start pushing this one through once again. Florida Puppeteers not getting the time off of A quite yet. As soon as I say it, they hop on it. But the players from Boston Burgers trying to break on now, trying to get there once again. The push through middle not going to be too successful right off the bat there. But 40 seconds remaining on this round. Plenty of time for Boston. Plenty of lives. They have 18. Florida having 19.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking with the side of Boston Burgers. They need to finish this A point, or they need to get on to B and make something work here. They are pretty much all stuck here in their base. We do have one player towards that, the grandma's side, hopping on A point now to stop that clock. But he is probably going to get hunted down here and picked off here in just a second. Cover able to pick up that big kill towards A. He's about halfway done with the tick on his own, but it's going to take about 6 or 7 more seconds on his own. Great, another kill. Almost picks up that last kill towards A. 20 seconds left. We do see a player hopping on B to stop that clock. That tick is almost going to come through on the side of B. Empo is going to get that clear out. Get this player towards tower, but loses the gunfight. Slice able there to pick it up. But this A point is looking to get secure here with these lives, even as we get towards the end of this round.
They're going to get that full A point, which is going to be massive. Halfway through the first tick on B as well. But Slice still in the spawns, picks up 2 more kills, 22 and 14 now. I think started this round 12 and 12, I want to say, or something like that. So having an okay round, I suppose. But Florida Puppeteers at the moment trying to cook it up. Moja, though, big double kill right there. It's going to make things tied up life count-wise, 8-8. Inside of Boston Burgers trying to move on up. Slice, though, just staying alive, being annoying. Is still alive here, waiting for some help as Cover trying to push this one in. Does get some help there finally. That player not getting taken out. But a little bit back and forth there. But 6-6 in lives once again is Morph down below in the bunker. 2 players on this point to deal with.
Yeah, and this is where it's going to get, search and destroy-esque. We got 6 and 6. Morph able to almost pick up that kill towards Empo, but he is able to secure that. Mont Empo with 2 big kills there, forcing some players off that respawn here. As Florida Puppeteers are going to be a little stuck in their base here with Elzen, really just looking for that back tower flank there. Mont able to put some damage towards that front as well, but Cover and Moja there and number 1 are pushing towards that tower side. They are able to hop on time. It comes down to a 3v3. Make that a 3v2 on the side of Florida Puppeteers. Both Cover and Moja, or Morph, excuse me, are near this point. Morph able to pick up 1 of his own. Empo able to pick up 1. It's going to come down to a 1v2. Make that a 1v1. Morph on the time here. Comes down to this fight towards tower, and Morph is able to win it. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that.
That's tough, right? You end up winning. I mean, once he's on that heady there on that, that's tough. But I think it was 4 ticks. I think it was 4 ticks. It was 4. So puts them 3 up ahead of Florida right there. But I mean, shout out to Morph right here. Gets that last kill. Empo, that's a tough gunfight to win right there. But I thought for sure Florida had that because Elzen was kind of flanking from the middle of the map. He was in that like opposite side barracks pushing from the back. No one from Boston had any idea that he was there. And unfortunately, this didn't work out that way, right? But that is going to be what it is as the Boston Burgers here. Back on defense. And I'm pretty sure they got 4, but you know what? I think they only got 3 ticks on that last one. That first tick on B didn't get fully secured. So they have a 2-tick advantage right now if you're Boston, because Florida got 1 in their first offense and Boston got 0 in their first. So Florida have a good opportunity to get defense here.
Yeah, and I mean, they need a good defense here. They obviously just have to, have a good offense here. They do have to win. Boston are up 2-1. So, I mean, ticks are going to probably be the way that you do that here, but so far really just getting themselves out towards the point, looking to get kills as we go towards this P1 side, but they are kind of around that point. They are going to hop on A to stop that clock, and so we'll kind of see what the side of Boston Burgers, if they can win some gunfights out of their spawn.
We'll see if they can do just that, but Slice pushes up, picks up 1, goes for the second, but that's going to be Emoji up against. Not going to be an easy gunfight there. But the A stack is in, 2 players on that stack. The point word to Jims, make it go a little bit faster. Is that A point kind of flying by right now. 2 ticks are gone. 3rd tick halfway through. 1 player is contesting. That's going to be Morph who gets both kills. Mott's going to trade him out, but I don't know how he got both those kills in general there. Is Moja going to try to take this time off? Has to deal with Mott. Should have a little bit of help over the top. So that 3rd tick is going to be taken off as Florida Puppeteers. Trying to hit a little bit of a reset here. 1 player down below, 1 over the middle of the map. Middle of the map is dead. Down below player now is in barracks. Does pick up a kill as well. The number 6 player, Elzen, is going to be the player maybe to watch here to make a play for Florida. Get him out of the spawn.
Yeah, that's a big kill from the side of Florida. Get that player out of their spawn. We do see about 25 seconds left here on the clock. Slice able to pick up one towards that B side, but really just playing distraction as the rest of his players are here towards A. They are able to get that secured, get that minute extension. Florida up 3 lives so far. Mott with a great kill over towards that sidewalk side as Empo is looking to get aggressive towards this tower. Is going to get picked up by the infamous GPR of the match there with T-Dub. Cover and Morph both putting down gunfire towards that player. Top ropes. There's the side of Florida kind of on the back of their heels here, backs against the wall off spawn here. We do see a cruise missile coming in from the side of Empo, just looking to get some knowledge of where these players are and help his teammates get out of spawn.
Yeah, gonna be a little bit tough here. Cover picks up one nice little kill there for the Puppeteers here. Gonna have all 4 players up, trying to break out once again. At 45 seconds to deal with, so a lot of time to work with. Not infinite by any means, but enough to make something happen. They do get a little bit of a 1-for-1 on the map there, but T-Dub's going to counter that out immediately. And Morph just being annoying with that AR. Finally dies, but so far across the map, maybe not too impactful of a kill. But Boston, only 9 lives remaining with 30 seconds on the board. Only going to be 10 for the side of Florida. That middle of the map is going to be getting pushed in right now. Is Empo going to get on this B point? Is going to get traded out pretty much immediately. One more player on the stairs to deal with, and Morph gets that kill. And just like that, Morph kind of shutting down the hopes and dreams here early on. We'll see if they can keep it moving. 15 seconds remaining in this one here. Going to be tough to push across that open field, but they're going to try to do that with 1 player. The other 3 trying to hit the middle of the map. Slice picks up 2 once again, the multi-kill genius that he is. 4 lives remaining for Boston. 1 player dives in. Moja picks him up, goes for the second, doesn't quite finish it off. Slice with 2 more kills, 30 and 23 on the map, just piecing them up at the moment. Boston, 2 lives remaining.
Yeah, I mean, Slice, and this is going to be, they really need these kind of ticks. They got that defense with that tick there. They are going to win this round here. So good offense from the side of them. They're able to win by lives, but they do get enough ticks to secure that defense, we believe, here. And Slice, I mean, really just the play. You're going to see it right here. Literally what I was going to talk about. A double kill towards that middle here, and then continues onto point and picks up another double kill. Single-handedly wipes the entire side of the Boston Burgers, allows his team to get on, and eventually just win that there. For his team. And as we were saying that, Florida are going to look like they have the defensive side. The first round we saw from them was quite possibly the best defensive side I've ever seen. Boston had a good one too, but Boston have also won something on offense, so this will be interesting. It's really going to come down to this initial gunfight between these two teams.
Yeah, I mean, Boston able to do it through kills there, right? Only got 3 ticks on the board in that round, but won it out in kills in a 1v1 at the end with Morph taking it. They get the first blood here, so the early starting kills, they get a couple going their way, just like that. Going to be a 3-for-1 trade on the map. Boston already going to be pushed up onto that A site. Only 1 player really close. The others moving up through spawn is Mott. There to be annoying. Elzen, though, picks up a double kill, 1 with the nade, 1 with the gun. Going to be some massive kills coming through there as 3 come through. Got to be careful here if you're Boston, because now Florida Puppeteers pushing through. Morph, though.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an important time for the side of Florida here, that you're down a couple players. You really need to make sure these next gunfights go your way. As the side of Elzen's able to pick up 1, but Cover and Morph able to pick up 2 of their own here. They're able to get out a little bit here. T-Dub is going to die on that point, with Mott able to secure that kill. Slice able to pick up a kill through mid as well. They are going to pick up Mott towards that spawn, so you're not going to be worrying about that spawn trap as much right now. But Slice looking to do some work here in this spawn with the submachine gun here. As Morph is the only player from the side of Boston Burgers out. He needs to make an impact quickly, as we got about 30 seconds left in this round for the side of Boston to get a tick, or to get a point, excuse me.
I mean, Morph just chilling in barracks right now. Slice is just wreaking havoc at the spawns. 36 and 25. Remember, started out round 1, 13 and 0 with a massive first defense. But starting to farm here a little bit again. Does get taken down. A couple kills going the way of Boston. They start stacking up these points. B point can have 2 players on. Stack that point. Word to Jims. 1 tick down, but Mott is going to be behind. Doesn't pick up any kills off of that, but 3 players are stacked on that point. Still on there. That B point going quick, but Empo with 3, 2 with the nade, 1 with the gun, and just like that, Boston gets sent back to respawn. Not a lot of time to break on out. Florida set up and waiting, and you got to think this should be it.
Yeah, I mean, unless a miracle comes through, Morph is going to be kind of the last hope here towards Boat. He's got 5 seconds to sprint up those stairs. Empo knows exactly where he's coming for. The dive comes in from the Ninja Turtle, but he's not able to get on that point. And Florida able to come away with a map number 3 and able to take the lead here in this series, 2-1 with a great search and destroy and a nail-biting control.
I mean, Florida, they finished it out after having an insanely dominant first part of this game, but that nade is I remember how the map rotation works. So, Vault Hardpoint.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a week. Boston Burgers, Florida Puppeteers. Florida Puppeteers up 2-1 in this series. Boston Burgers off that initial break on P1, trying to get something going. They had a little bit of a rough map 2, and by a little bit, I mean they had a lot of rough map 2, and map 3 not going their way as well, with the start of that being absolutely horrendous. But this initial part of P1 going to be going their way. Florida Puppeteers getting some nice kills in return, though. Trying to get some time going their way. They want to get the P2 side of the map on lockdown as well, because we all know P2, the first little money hill on this map. Florida Puppeteers doing a good job around the middle of the map, just being annoying, getting a little bit of contest time. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, so far Florida, they're gonna have to fight through here to this P2 side. They're spawning bad for this. We do see two players kind of spawning together there in Art and that P4 side. So it's really about this rotation. We do see number 5 there in Slice in for new already. Here's the side of Florida Puppeteers are picking up the last couple points in time here on P1.
The GPR is giving me nightmares right now. Slice has one in hand. T-Dub had one in hand just for a little bit there. I mean, it's a problem. But Florida Puppeteers on this P2 time, the spawn's going to be coming a little bit far out, though. So this player on time who is going to be Slice should get taken down here momentarily. Not going to happen quite yet, as Florida's still picking up these kills, still getting that time. But that final player finally pushes in. T-Dub, the only non-Ninja Turtle, is going to get it done. Loses his life in the process, though. These spawns come in nice and close for Boston. But 30 seconds remaining, and Florida's still on this time.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a good one for the side of Florida. Able to pick that up. There's one player towards that back there, number 2 in cover, just taking shots towards that box, trying to get Slice out of that position. But Slice is just going to continue to put shots down range, able to pick up another player as well. But the side of Boston are stuck here so far. We do have 2 players getting that rotation out towards that, the rights, that top side of the map, getting that rotation over towards Art as well. But number 7 and number 3 are going to have a battle here, and they do not know it yet. That's for sure.
Yeah, Mott does get the close spawn as well for Elson. So that gunfight over towards top Art should be happening momentarily. They kind of spot each other out, but Cover being annoying in the middle of the map is going to distract the number 7 player temporarily. So Mott helps the teammate out and takes out T-Dub anyway. Takes him right off the balcony. Not much to see here. Send you right back to respawn. But Florida Puppeteers looking great so far off the initial rotations of this map. That P2, absolutely perfect. Love to see that. I mean, perfect as in getting the break and just holding it as long as they did with that close spawn coming in from Boston.
Yeah, I mean, this has been so far so good from the side of Florida. A decent rotation over there towards that P3. That fight towards Art's going to be huge. Those spawns are going to be huge as well, and that is what they're holding. They're not really pushing this time. They're allowing this time to go to the side of Boston. They really need to focus on this P4 here. That is definitely the money hill here on Vault. Mott is playing big here with that GPR towards that top of the Art, really taking a playbook out of, or a play out of the book of Boston Burgers there. Cover able to make his way through Art here, spawning those players towards that P4. So the side of Florida are going to know that someone's in their back line.
Number 5 player Slice just still being very, very annoying. Gonna get a nice call out to the teammates there. So far, things looking a lot like map 1 as far as how Florida's playing this initial rotation. 3 big kills coming in there. Once again, only 1 player left alive on this push. That's gonna be Cover. Now waiting for the teammates. If you've got a player set up in mid, 1 in top art, got a couple players in the current objective, this one's going to be a tough push, but the side of Boston Burgers pushing on through. They've got 2 kills looking for a 3rd. They do pick up that. The respawn's coming in, though, momentarily. This Florida Puppeteers, the reinforcements are here as well. It doesn't really matter, though, because Empo just fighting for his life in the point, doing a good job, just staying alive, being very annoying. Gets a nice diving kill as well, but only 12 seconds remaining on this one. The rotation will be into P1 momentarily.
Yeah, I mean, Florida Puppeteers have been doing their job so far. They're up to going to be about 125 points here heading into the second rotation. And, we kind of saw this last time where Florida started off really well and Boston just had
has the same stat
lot better middle. Yeah, I mean, so they really got to keep this up here. This is going to be important. They cannot let this second rotation go towards the side of Boston Burgers if they want to come away with this map 4 victory. If not, we're going to be seeing a map number 5.
Which would be absolutely wild between these 2 teams. It's been a great series so far. But Florida Puppeteers, I mean, Slice is 15-4. The guy is just cooking it up right now. You do not want to see him on the map. Once again, just a multi-kill genius, as he's got 17-4 now on a 5 streak. I mean, it's wild. But Florida Puppeteers looking great, getting a lot of this P1 time as well. Ready for the P2 rotation as they got that number 7 player, Mott, who's all the way in the back already. Boston Burgers need to try to just stop this P1 time and get that spawn for P2 on lockdown. They stop the P1 time. They'll get that last 10 seconds or so. Slice taking someone captive and killing someone in point at the same time. Now going to be 20-4 on an 8 streak. Still no Hellstorm in the back pocket because God forbid 8 kills get you a Hellstorm in this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's hunting for it here. He's trying to find Morph there. Ninja Turtle Assassin almost lets it get done to him, but he is going to come away. I believe he does have that Hellstorm now. If not, he was going to pick it up on that kill, but he loses that to T-Dub there in the back. But Florida have set themselves kind of apart here in this map number 4 and vault Hardpoint up by 70, make that almost 80 points here in this P2 as the side of Boston Burgers are going to finally break in, looking to take the second half of this time to themselves. Slice getting some of those dead slides there towards that front time and not able to do that. But side of Boston Burgers looking like they're going to secure the rest of this time, make this game a little bit more manageable. But this is where it kind of got out of hand last time. The P3, they were able to get a little bit of time, but the Florida Puppeteers were able to control that left side of the map better than, you know, we've seen a lot. Able to pick up a lot of time towards that P4. So the side of Boston Burgers, you know, you're within 40, but this is where you got to go.
Inside of Boston, though, going to have good side this time around. Going to get someone in top art pretty quickly here. Got to watch out, though. The number 5 player, Slice, he's a little bit hunted around the map right now. Wants a couple Ninja Turtles in the back pocket. We'll see if that can happen. Isn't going to get spotted on the cross. Maybe spotted at the end there. Never mind. Not spotted at all. The number 5 player going to push all the way towards the back. Number 1, Moja, is not going to know this push is coming in, but the push from the front as well as both these teams clash on this new objective. Oh, it's a gunfight. What?
I mean, you know, it happens. It happens where you think you got the kill, you put the weapon away, and unfortunately, you just you're gonna get.
He went to go pick up the AR, is all I can imagine, right? I mean, Morph also 7 kills on the point. I mean, this is looking exactly like map 1 right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's so far Boston Burgers are really taking the advantage here so far. 3 dead in the feed, make that maybe 4 dead Mott, just putting 2 in the grave there, but they're just going to spawn closer to the hard point here, so it's going to make it even harder for the side of Florida to get this rotation here as we see some gunfights coming down. Slice able to win a very big gunfight over there towards the outside of the hill. Another one here coming towards the back. Slice going to lose out to cover, but we do have some players here making their way towards the back spawn. Number 8 here in Empo, able to get a big kill in time and is just looking to make an impact here for the rest of his, or, you know, buy some time for the rest of his team coming down to mid.
And they doing just that as well. As you see all 3 of them pushing all the way towards that outside of the map over towards top art. They're pushing in. The spawn should be close now for Florida. Now, if you're Boston, you're fighting for your life in this point. Morph all by himself. Picks up 1, looking for a little bit more. The teammates are going to be very close, though. Finally getting here from that alley side. Florida Puppeteers pushing from the back. Boston Burgers pushing from this front. 1 respawn towards the middle of the map. Morph does get taken down. That's going to be a big kill for the side of Florida. They pick up 3. 1 player remaining. That's going to be Cover. Needs to wait for this team help, but there's only 13 seconds left on this hill, so P1 going to be where we're looking for that team help.
Yeah, and I mean, Florida have gotten 50 points in the last, what is that, 3 hills or so? 4 hills. So, I mean, the side of Boston Burgers have really made a comeback here. Within 30 now at this point, almost 20. And so the side of Boston, their P1 to P2 has not looked very clean off the start. So they really need to, you know, pick that up, clean that up here. Empo with a 2-piece is going to make that pretty hard for them. Moja is going to get spotted here after he shoots a player there. Slice able to pick up that kill as P1 has gone into the favor of Florida every single time and has been in the control for them the majority of the time here as well.
Florida Puppeteers at that 196 mark now, looking to get 200 off this P1 at least. So going to be on that time back and forth as the side of Boston. Giving it contested, doing a good job, just staying on it, making sure that Florida can't run away with this one at the moment. But still got to deal with Mott. He's going to be up top here momentarily. Probably not going to take someone captive like Slice did. But Empo, this guy loves his grenades. He's very good with explosives. If you need to blow something up, call the guy. He'll get it done. But Morph 29 and 20. He's going to be over there just fighting for his life in that P1 a little bit. So he's going to be rotating now to this P2. L's into the back of the map. Going to be very difficult to deal with if you're the side of Boston here as his teammates push from the middle of the map to reinforce him.
Yeah, I mean, the side of Florida Puppeteers are not wanting to give up this P2 time. They are looking to make a rush here. And unfortunately, just kind of losing the gunfights. They are continuing to spawn there in the back. So close spawns here. As they are going to find that 1 player in the time, find that player towards the back as well. So they are going to start securing time for themselves. And this is big. If they could pick this up, they can kind of make this run towards P3 where they just have to focus on P3 and getting time there rather than that rotation to P4. But if you're the side of Boston Burgers, you want to get this left side set up, but you need to make sure P3 stays contested or in your side. So this is going to be tough for the side of Boston with the side of Florida only needing 30 at this point.
Yeah, not much you're going to do about that last bit of time on P2, but they get the early rotation of P3. This time around, they've got a player once again in that back art. This time the player moving around the back of the map is going to be Mott. Not spotted yet, I don't believe. But number 4 player Morph is checking the back of the map, is suspicious that something's going down. Moja is going to get taken down the middle of the map. Morph does get that gunfight win in the back. But if you're Boston, you can't afford to lose these gunfights up front as well. T-Dub wins that first one, but he's got another player moving around the back, gets taken down. This contest is going to be a problem. Cover, though, pushing on up, gets some team help here. 13 more seconds, and Florida will take this victory. So if you decide on Boston Burgers, got to play absolutely perfect, and things are looking a bit sketch. But you've got the hill coming up that you'd love to do it on. You just got to be the one who actually sets up early on for P4 this time around.
Yeah, and I mean, right now they're really solely focusing on the fact that we can't let P3 get away from us. They're going to start turning around. We see some players just free through mid there from the side of Florida. They are able to pick up some time now. 10 to go for the victory. We do see kind of a split here from the side of Boston Burgers. Number 7 and Mott is able to read that. Moja had a cruise missile out, is able to take down Cover, but this kills, and the time is going towards the side of Florida, and that is going to be it. So the side of Florida able to come away with the victory in this series and finally able to pick up a win in Plat.
Yeah, I mean, that team kill at the very end for Boston was also just very unfortunate, but that's how it's going to be, 250 to 214. Like you just said, Florida Puppeteers taking that victory, only losing map 1 as well, right? So very impressive on map 2, very impressive on map 3, and looked very solid on map 4 here as well, right? Against a team like Boston Burgers, you could be very happy with that. Now, both these teams are going to be 1 and 2 in the standings, but